Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Just a rainy afternoon here in the house with the dog. Actually feeling kind of lazy a little bit and I thought I would do a video. Kind of trying to get some things ready today, getting ready to go to Nicaragua. I got one more day, tomorrow I got some errands I got to run, but pretty much everything's done. I got my bus ticket and I've got most everything arranged that I need to arrange. I got a little Airbnb up there. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. There is a vegan restaurant there. It opened up, it was completely raw vegan. From what I hear, they've changed management. They still have raw vegan on the menu. It's not completely raw, but I hear different things. And this is low season, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that it will be open because this is just a little small beach town right over the border in Nicaragua. But anyhow, today, what do I know? What do I know about this raw vegan lifestyle? I don't really try to overthink things that much, and I try to keep everything just as absolutely simple as possible. Listen, last thing in the world I want to do, I try to share information. Don't ever want to preach on this channel. I'm not even really saying I'm ever trying to tell anybody what to do. This is just kind of a little microcosm into my world, how I'm eating, what I'm doing health-wise, some of my habits, and you draw your own conclusions. I'm not the authority on everything. I'm not going to ever be that one that just like slams his fist and tells you this is right, this is wrong, blah blah blah. Just not my style. But like I say, in the vein of keeping it simple, I know how I feel, and that's why I don't get into the debates a lot. You eat how you want to eat. I've said this before, and I think people kind of take it jokingly, but I'm serious. I'm never coming to where you are. I'm never going to force you to eat anything. I'm not going to ever berate you for eating or not eating anything. Your choice, your path is yours. I've chosen mine. I'm happy with it. That's really all I need to know. And how I feel is what I know. I feel amazing, and I know how I felt before. And talking about that a little bit, it's kind of like, until you felt really good, like 6 or 7 years ago, I would have told you that feeling good means something totally different. If you've never really felt totally, honestly good, you don't have anything to compare it with. You probably do think you feel good. Some people think they feel good all the time. I did. On those days where I wasn't dealing with a hangover or, kind of recuperating, yeah, I felt better than I did on the days when I had a hangover, of course, but I never really felt like I feel now. I've felt good for the last 4+ years on this lifestyle. I haven't, I don't get sick. Now, in all fairness, I never really got sick a lot before. I've always had, somehow thankfully I've got a good immune system. Through all the years of bad living, I somehow did not, I haven't incurred that much damage that I can tell yet. But who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I just know how I feel now. I know how I felt then. Listen, I've been on the other side. I've lived abysmally. Now, as I always say, I didn't do it all the time. I went through different periods. I don't do things for 10, 15 years at a time. I go through periods, and whereas I ate some very healthy periods and lived some healthy times, I ate a lot of bad stuff, and I did a lot of drinking over 30 years. And if you know the process when you do the drinking, you want to just eat anything with grease, anything nasty to soak it up and get rid of that feeling. So, yeah, I've been on the other side, so I know distinctly how I feel. And I felt good for 4.5 years, except for the occasional, and sometimes that's on a travel day, like a day after I've traveled by plane, and you just kind of have that travel crud for a day. I've had a day here and there where I'm not up to 100%, or I feel a little but being sick, no. I've had a couple of light colds, but wow, what a difference. They just almost like I was like, do I have a cold? Don't I have a cold? They pass away. But like I say, don't read too much into that. I'm not saying like we're immune from ever getting sick just because we live healthy, eat a certain lifestyle. Another one, and like I say, I just kind of did this video because everybody's always, even though it's not my style, I'm just giving you a few things that you might use, because everybody out there, a lot of people there's so many people that seem to need to always defend this lifestyle. I mean, I don't know, but I live a different life than most because I don't have a lot of people around. I don't have, a lot of family. I don't have a lot of day-to-day contact, but I don't think that even if I did, I've never had a big need for explaining myself. I do what I do, but if you do feel a need for explaining yourself, just tell people you feel good, if you do feel good. Another one that people come every once in a while with, and hey, they could have a valid point. Am I getting everything I need? Are we getting everything that we need? Possibly not. Probably not getting absolutely everything that we need, but I know I'm getting a lot more that I need. I know my body is in a better state than it was. Even when I was eating the healthiest version of a standard American diet that I ever ate, I still know I'm sure I was missing out on more nutrients, nutrition, good things than I am now. The vegan thing, the B12, the calciums, all these different type of things, we go back and forth on, and you've got to make up your own mind on that. Like I say, there's a lot of conflicting information out there to wade through. So it's difficult to figure out exactly what's what. But like I say, I just know. I just know because I know. Now, like I said, my mind is not closed. I don't have a closed mind. I'm not saying I'm at the end of the journey I'm set on my course for the rest of my life. Not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is I'm very happy with where I'm heading on the journey right now. And until I get any new information, new data that sends me in a radically different direction, I'm staying where I'm going. I mean, I limit my contact with all the little groups and all the stuff that is associated with this world and this lifestyle. But I don't, sorry, dog's had way too much house time today. She's just been sleeping on the floor all day, and she's getting all nutso and wanting to run around, so I just let her go outside. But yeah, just to finish things off, I feel wonderful on this lifestyle. I feel the best I've ever felt in my life. I feel the happiest I've ever felt in my life. I've got a positive outlook on life. And quite frankly, I do my own thing. I mean, I enjoy this channel. I enjoy doing social media. I enjoy reaching out and, sharing. But yeah, I've got pretty thick skin, when people throw things out. And they do every once in a while. I don't get many negative comments, but I'll get some hate still every once in a while on social media, where I had one just today, just a little episode on somewhere, and it was just somebody, I posted something very innocuous. It was just kind of a positive, uplifting message, and wow, you would have thought I was the Antichrist. They just went off like telling me this, that, and the other. What I do, I got thick skin. I don't care. I see the sensitive people. You can go cry when people are mean to you. I don't really care. I don't give people that much power over my life. So that's why, about 3 shits given when people don't approve of my lifestyle, or they pop into anywhere and just go, vegan stupid, or raw vegan, you can't live like that. I'm like, well, don't do it, Pookie. Eat what you're gonna eat. But anyhow, everybody's got a right to their own opinion, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing. But that's, like I say, just to be serious and end this up, that's why I do what I do. It's because of how I feel. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, every which way. Life is good for me. And until I find some reason to change what I'm doing or do something radically different, not going to do it. Anyhow, hope you guys like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button below, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Peace.